GravityView lets you display all kinds of data collected with Gravity Forms. In this video, we'll look at different Gravity Forms image uploaders and the features that they offer, including resizing, previewing, and cropping. So first, a little bit of a backstory. As you may be aware, in 2020, Slim Image Cropper for Gravity Forms, which was a favorite Gravity Forms image uploader, was removed from the market by the developer. That led us on a search for the best Gravity Forms image upload plugins. Now 2021 has brought advances to the available options. Slim Image Cropper for Gravity Forms offered great features like image resizing, previewing, and cropping. With that plugin off the market, there's a couple of other options to consider. So let's take a look at them in more detail. The primary contenders are Gravity Forms File Upload Pro and Image Hopper. So let's get a little bit of background on each of these plugins. First is Gravity Forms File Upload Pro. This is part of the Gravity Perks catalog from GravityViz. GravityViz is a Gravity Forms certified developer. The plugin was originally released at the end of 2020 and has had a number of enhancements since then. It makes use of the standard Gravity Forms file upload field and adds useful functionality to that field. File Upload Pro 1.1.5 was released in September 2021. Gravity Forms File Upload Pro supports image resizing, previewing, and cropping. The other contender here is Image Hopper. This plugin was designed specifically as a replacement for Slim Image Cropper for Gravity Forms. Image Hopper was built by the creators of Gravity PDF, who are also Gravity Forms certified developers. This plugin has experienced exponential growth in its feature set this year due to its integration with Pintura, the image editing engine behind Slim Image Cropper for Gravity Forms. Image Hopper 2.0 was released in September 2021. Image Hopper supports image resizing, previewing, cropping, as well as powerful image editing tools. So let's take a look at these options on the front end. So this is a form that I've put together and embedded onto a page on my site. There's two fields here on this form. The first is powered by File Upload Pro. So you can see what that looks like. This gigantic pink button here is actually controlled by my theme. So if your theme is a little more toned down, you may not see a giant pink button on yours. And actually, if you scroll down in the write-up that's down below this video, you'll see a more neutral example of this field. But you can see it says drop files here, or you can click the button to select files. Image Hopper has a fairly similar look and very similar functionality. You can either drop files here into a box that's just about the same size, or you can click on their link to select files from your computer. Now let's look at how we install these plugins. So we'll go over to the dashboard, and File Upload Pro first requires the purchase of Gravity Perks. So once you have purchased and installed that plugin, you'll come over here to your Forms menu, and you'll see this Perks menu item has been added to your menu. So if you click on that, you've got two tabs here, Manage Perks and Install Perks. You'll see I already have File Upload Pro installed, so it's appearing on my Manage Perks tab here. But if you don't have it installed yet, you'll click on Install Perks, then you'll scroll through here, find the right perk, and then click Install Perk. And that will set it up on your site. Once that's been installed, you'll come over here to a form, and you'll see under Advanced Fields, the File Upload field. If you add that onto your form, and then go into the field settings for that field, and you'll see on the Perks tab here, you'll have Enable File Upload Pro. Once you click on that, that changes the look of this field, and you'll see some additional options appear, which we'll go over in just a minute. For Image Hopper, the Image Hopper plugin is installed just like any other plugin. You would come down here to Plugins, Add New, click Upload Plugin, and then you would upload the file that you've downloaded after you purchased your license. Once that's done, you'll come over to your form, and if you go to Add Fields, you'll see in the Advanced fields, you have an Image Hopper field here, and then also in the Post fields IH post image has been added as well. That's also an image hopper field specifically available for posts. And so you click that and it's added to your form, you're good to go. Now let's look at the functionality of each of these plugins for resizing images that have been uploaded. So first let me call this File Upload Pro to help us keep them straight. Okay, so in the File Upload Pro field, once you've clicked Enable File Upload Pro, you'll see you have these options now, Enable Sorting and Enable Cropping. If you click the checkbox next to Enable Cropping, some additional options pop up for you here. You have the option to specify exact dimensions, max dimensions, or minimum dimensions by specifying the width and height in pixels for each of those options. If you've set exact dimensions or max dimensions, then the image will be automatically downscaled to meet those specifications. You also have the option to set an aspect ratio. So for example, if you wanted to have all of the images that are uploaded cropped into a square shape, you could set a 1-to-1 aspect ratio, which would create a square image. The uploader will automatically crop those images down to that scale unless you choose otherwise. And we'll go into more detail in a little bit about the image cropping options. Now, File Upload Pro can also be used in conjunction with GF Media Library, which is another perk available from GravityView. Using the GF Media Library perk, you can create multiple sizes of images based on your WordPress settings. So by default, the Media Library creates a few different sizes for each image that's uploaded to the Media Library. To see what sizes the site uses, let's go over to the dashboard here. We'll hover over Settings and go to Media. You can see that the thumbnail size is set to 150 pixels wide by 150 pixels tall. It's not currently set to crop the thumbnail to those exact dimensions. There's a medium size of 300 by 300 and then a large size of 1024 by 1024. And so each image that is uploaded into the media library is available in each of these dimensions. And as you can see, they are changeable. So you can change these. You can also add additional image sizes with a little bit of code or with a plugin. And then when you're ready to display these on your site, you'll be able to call on whichever of these preset sizes meets your needs. And we'll go through how to do that in a little while. Now let's look at how to resize images using Image Hopper. So you'll see here in the field settings, there's an option to downscale images. You can specify a width and a height, and you can specify whether you want to crop to those dimensions or allow them to maintain their original proportion. If you do click crop to dimensions, then the license that you have for Image Hopper will determine what happens next. If you have just the basic license for Image Hopper that does not include the advanced image editor, then the images will be automatically cropped for you using the center of the image as the focal point. If you have a license that includes the advanced image editor, so that's the single site license, the 5-site license, or the ultimate license, then you'll have the option to allow your users to determine where to crop the image. We'll go through what that looks like in more detail in a little bit. The images added using the standard image hopper field are not automatically added to the media library. However, Image Hopper does integrate with the media library perk from GravityView, so you can use the two plugins together to achieve the different sizes that we looked at just a minute ago. Also, this IH post image field does add your image to the media library because that's part of the post functionality. The main difference between this field and the standard image hopper field is that the post image field allows you to only upload one image at a time, whereas this image hopper field, you can upload multiple images into the one field. Now let's look at the image preview functionality of each of these plugins. So I will start by dragging an image over here into the File Upload Pro field, and you can see that we have a little thumbnail sized image here as a preview. Now I can hover over here and click on this pencil icon, and then that brings up a larger view of that image. You can also make this full screen image preview the default by checking the require crop option in the field settings. Now let's look at Image Hopper. So you can see when we dropped the image in, this box immediately appeared. You could see that the upload was in process, and then once it was completed, this green bar appeared and it tells you upload is complete. Both of these plugins provide a convenient X in the right-hand corner in case your user decides that they want to remove that image before hitting submit on the form. Now let's go back to our form and turn on cropping. So we've got cropping set up for the File Upload Pro field. I'm going to set it as a square and say require cropping so we can see what that looks like. And then in the Image Hopper field here, let's enable the image editor. Automatically open the editor on upload, so that'll be a similar functionality to what we just set up with File Upload Pro by requiring cropping. And then we've got the option now to choose from a lot of different features here. It defaults just to the essentials, which is crop and rotate. So I think I'm good with that. I'll allow them just to crop and rotate. And then I will set the width and height to 300 pixels each so we can get that same square look. So let's save the form. And now let's try our upload again. First in File Upload Pro, now you'll see that it automatically brings up this screen. It's already got this square here so that I know what area will be showing once I hit the crop button over here on the right hand side. So I'm just going to drag this down so that we get the view of the most flowers here, and then we'll hit crop. Okay, and that's what that looks like. Now let's take a look at that in Image Hopper. Okay, so same situation here. The cropper automatically popped up for me. You can see this has already cropped my image for me, and now I can scroll and the image moves instead of the box. So I'll try to take the same area here and click done. And now that's what shows up in my preview. Note that this is making use of the advanced image editor with Image Hopper. Without the advanced image editor, it would have just automatically cropped the image for us, and we wouldn't have had the option to go in there and move it around at all. Okay, so now that we've uploaded our images, how do we display those images on the front end? Well, the best way to do that, of course, is using GravityView. The GravityView plugin enables you to create views that allow you to display your form entries on the front end of your website. Each of these plugins that we've looked at today works a little bit differently to display an uploaded image in Gravity Forms using GravityView. So let's take a look at how that works. So if we come into a new view and scroll down to the entries fields, you can click to add a field here, and then you'll see we've got the File Upload Pro field and we've got the Image Hopper field. So to use either one of these, you simply click on it and add it to the view. Then you can click on the gear icon and play around with the settings if you'd like to. So that's the File Upload Pro and then Image Hopper, same thing. What will look different, however, is if you've used the GF Media Library plugin to upload these images into the media library so that you have access to the several different sizes of the images. And if that's the case, then you'll want to add a custom content field. click on the gear icon, and then once you have this merge tag icon available here, you can click on, let's say we'll use the File Upload Pro field. So this is File Upload Pro, it's field number 4. After that, the field number that appears there, we're going to add another colon, and then the size that you'd like to call into your view. So let's say it's medium. That's what it would look like to call up that size. You could change medium to be thumbnail or to be large. If you scroll down to under displaying images using GF Media Library towards the bottom of the write-up down below, you will see those different options written out for you. So to sum up here, depending on your needs, there's a couple of good alternatives to the Slim Image Cropper for Gravity Forms. Gravity Forms Image Upload Pro attaches to the standard file upload field in Gravity Forms. On its own, it offers options to resize and crop multiple images, as well as to preview them as they're uploaded. You can connect it with the Gravity Forms Media Library to make use of the resizing feature of the WordPress Media Library. Then each image submitted will be available in multiple sizes, which can be tweaked in your WordPress settings to meet your needs. Image Hopper was designed as a replacement for Slim Image Cropper. In the basic license, you'll find image preview and image resizing features, as well as basic image cropping features. With the advanced image editor, you've got a robust tool set of image editing features available to you. The plugin can also integrate with the Gravity Forms Media Library, offering resizing of multiple images, as we've reviewed. And finally, if you want to display your images on the front end, use GravityView. It's our flagship add-on for Gravity Forms that lets you display form entries on your website in a variety of layouts. Thank you for watching, and good luck with your image collection.